Ever wondered what it's like to step into Tim Burton's hauntingly whimsical world? And is it worth the price? Let's find out. Join us as we explore the Nightmare Before Christmas light trail. And today's adventure, we're at the New York Botanical Garden, where we're diving into the world of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas right here in New York City. This brand new light trail features over 8,300 square feet of lights, interactive video projections, and 19 stops along the trail with 3D printed sculptures based on scenes from the film. So let's hit the trail. We have just cleared our first checkpoint. They checked our tickets. I will say, first away, guys, it's been a little chaotic trying to get in. They were way behind. Right now it's about 8:44. They tell you to be here 15 minutes in advance, and we're just getting in. We had 8:30 reservations, and I heard the couple in front of me say that they purchased the flex time tickets. They had to wait on the same line that we did. So that's something you may want to consider when choosing your ticket options for this event, whether or not you want to spend a penny extra. So the website does say that it is a bit of a walk from where you start to the start of the trail. We are now going downhill, which means, of course, we're going to have to go back up this hill. And here we are at the main entrance. The music, I believe, is supposed to be music from the actual movie. So we've had our first photo stop. The staff here was willing to take a picture for us. And look at the beautiful pumpkins. Is it okay to say that pumpkins are beautiful? So that was our second statue on the trail. It was the mayor of Halloween Town. So that's something else to keep in mind. We've never seen The Nightmare Before Christmas, so we are wondering, are we going to enjoy this, having not seen the movie before? So we'll let you know at the end how we feel about it, but I can tell you that the garden is beautifully lit. The lighting on the trees is amazing. Lost count. Was that statue 3 or 4? Keep me honest. But here we are, heading further into Halloween Town. Look at how beautifully lit the trees are. This is really kind of magical. It's absolutely beautiful. And up ahead, we're about to get our first look at Sally. Look at all of the cauldrons. And as you leave Sally and just before you approach Jack, you run into this graveyard. Oh, look at the ground! Oh my gosh, this is the first really cool thing I've seen since the mayor. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh. What happened? Yeah, what happened to the sign on the floor? The floor is lava. Yeah, this is the first really cool thing I've seen since the mayor of Halloween Town. Oh, look at this. display that we've seen so far, which are the animations on the ground, we run into Sally again. And here she sits in the cemetery. Okay, we are leaving Sally, and we are definitely past the halfway point in this display. Here we are. Jack is trying to steal Christmas, as I understand it. He's tired of just being in charge of Halloween, and now he wants to take over Christmas. And so we have Christmas packages to go with the Christmas trees. And so now we have Christmas lights, and we're gonna run into Santa. Because after all, this is the nightmare before Christmas. After all, I do like the attention to detail with the packages in the mailbox and the letters in the mailbox. And here is Santa. And we hear the Christmas bells ringing and chiming. We see all of the mailboxes still on the other side, stuffed with packages and holiday cards, greetings. And now we're running into a snowman. What's that saying again about a snowball's chance? What is happening? I really do have to watch this movie. And here's our next photo opportunity. And leaving the skeletal snowman, we come over here to a spider's web. Okay, now for some reason the crowd has thinned out a little bit, and there's more room to walk and breathe. I'm just looking ahead to see what our next statue is. But it's interesting. Check out the trees. But I am familiar with Oogie Boogie, so I am seeing a little more creativity here on Oogie Boogie. He's actually standing on a roulette wheel, and we're getting a projection on the ground of the roulette wheel. This is nice. All right, we have finally made it over to Jack Skellington, and we are now headed over to the last statue of the evening, Jack and Sally together. Let's cover some of the details you're going to need to know to plan your visit. First, where is the New York Botanical Garden? It's just north of the city in the Bronx. You can reach the garden by driving or public transportation. If you choose to drive, there are 2 lots to park in, and on busier days, you will be directed to overflow parking. Parking is not free here. That's another cost you'll need to plan for. If you do choose public transportation, you can start your journey at Grand Central Station, where you can purchase tickets for the Metro North Harlem local line to the New York Botanical Garden. Or you can choose to ride the subway up by hopping on the B, D, or 4 train to Bedford Park Boulevard. This experience runs for 9 weeks only, from September 27th through November 30th, and there are a few ticketing options. Throughout the month of October, tickets are available beginning at 6 p.m. and then every half an hour until either 8 or 9:30, depending on the evening. Starting on November 3rd, tickets do become available at 4:30, 5, and 5:30 in the afternoon. The prices are $49 for those 13 and up, $39 for those 12 and under, and your littles 2 and younger do not require a ticket. There's also a Jack Pack, where you can purchase 4 tickets for $44 per person, and those seem to be sparse in October, but more widely available in November. You'll have to purchase your tickets in advance, so be sure to check the website for the latest availability. And you should know that tickets are non-refundable and you cannot exchange them. And so before I talk about whether or not I thought the Nightmare Before Christmas light trail was worth it, let's talk about who this experience was for. I feel, in my estimation, and I polled the group, that this is really for the Nightmare Before Christmas fan. I felt that I could not really follow the story without having seen the movie before. I didn't know what was happening in between those statues. I didn't know who the characters were, and there was no storytelling there, though I got the sense that the statues were placed perhaps in order of appearance in the movie. It really didn't hang together for me, so I feel like if you are a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, diehard fan, sorry for the pun, you would probably be into this experience. So, with all of that being said, is it worth it? Was it worth the price that we paid? What value did we get for the money? Would we do it again? Unfortunately for us, the answer is no. And here's why not. For what it was, there just wasn't enough there to warrant the amount of money that we paid for that experience. I feel like for me, it's much more interesting to go see something like a pumpkin blaze here in the city. There's so much more interactivity. There's something every step you take that you can stop and look and take pictures, and it really disperses the crowd a lot when you have more to interact with. The most amazing thing was the little light show as you left Jack. That was the most interesting effect. It felt overly crowded. Perhaps they oversold it. Then at the very end of the experience, we were rushed and they had too many people trying to go through at once. And it was certainly, as a New Yorker, not worth the trip to the Bronx to see that. But there are plenty of other things to do around New York City any time of the year. Be sure to check out our New York City playlist for other things that you might find interesting. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you know when the next adventure begins. And no matter where your adventures take you, we hope that you enjoy the journey. Bye now.